something I truly love about January 6th, though, about when all that shit went down, is that the people, regardless of what side they land on, they're American citizens, so they do still qualify as the people, proved a point to the government. Like, yo, there's enough of us.
Yeah.
Where if we try, we don't have to have weapons. We don't have to have riot shields. We don't have to have bulletproof vests and a bunch of gear like that. We can take over this building. This is our building. We own this. We're allowed to be here. You know what I mean? It was like oppressive. Like, that's not even a quarter of us. That's not even an eighth of we the people. All right? So if we all got on the same page, if we were all on the same page and we were like, yo, no, you did it wrong. This isn't what we want. This is what we want. I think it sends a huge message to the government of like, yo.
I agree.
Yo, we gotta, like, we're meddling too much. These people are starting to realize shit. And like, it would likely cause them to push harder in other areas. Okay, we need to do more of this or we need to do more of that. But in those cases too, it's like, motherfucker, if we all go, a lot of us might die.
Yeah.
A lot of us. But we're gonna win. No matter what you use. Use the whole United States military if you want to. The entirety of them wouldn't even follow the government in that case. If they were killing American citizens, the entirety of the fucking U.S. Army.
You'd be surprised, honestly.
I don't think I would be surprised at all. What would surprise me?
Like,
you think the entirety of the U.S. military
would turn on its own people?
Yeah.
I don't know about the entirety, but enough. A majority of them to wipe them the fuck out.
I don't think it would. No. Not enough to wipe us out. If they wipe us out, they don't have anything. What are you talking about? How are they going to get paid?
Well, they could import from other countries.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then you no longer have America.
Yeah, but they don't care because they have power. That's all they care about.
Our country ceased to exist at that point. They definitely care about keeping our country. Because if they start killing...
I don't believe
if
that.
America starts killing their own people, especially with the military, we are going to get attacked.
No, the Soviet Union did that. The Soviet Union did that, and they got attacked by Germany, but that was because they had a conflict.
Nobody was fucking with them at that point. We are the U.S. We're not the Soviet Union nearly 100 fucking years ago. We're the USA today. With people like China that we constantly talk shit about, but then fucking let them import all their shit here and buy land while constantly talking shit about them. India doesn't really fuck with us anymore. Iran definitely doesn't fuck with us. Russia doesn't fuck with us. If we were in such turmoil that we were killing our own people with United States troops, shit's gonna get really bad really fast. Like, if I was another country, I would nearly instantly attack us. I would instantly at least be preparing.
100%. Yeah,
Buster, let's hear your opinion on that.
That's a fair point. All right, Buster's opinion. Turn your mic up, Buster.
Which part?
How about if like something happened again and a very large amount of United States people decided to storm and say they were taking over the Capitol and let's say even the White House. And they started using U.S. military troops to kill American citizens.
Okay, here's where I would like to start with this. I think that I would say probably about like 30% would probably stay the fanatics, the egomaniacal people who think that they're going to get promoted by doing what's right for America's interests, which in their mind would be somehow motivated by killing Americans. I would say there'd be about like 30% of those crazies who, you know, they feel like they're a superhero with a gun. That's the only reason they joined the army was to kill people, but not to, like, you know, be a fellow countryman and fight for people's rights and stuff.
30%?
Yeah, I think it'd be about 30%. I don't think it'd be much higher than that.
But I think you would also probably add on another percentage of people that do stick around, and not because they necessarily felt that way, but because they feel like they're following orders. even if it adds up to 50%.
Well, that's how they operate, by orders. I mean, look at COVID. Look at how many cops like shut down businesses and took people's livelihoods away because of COVID, which was like fucking bullshit.
I think
it doesn't take much.
I think the police would be a much bigger issue than the U.S. military for us. I think police officers are much more brainwashed than...
There's still a few more steps between shutting down a business and actually putting a bullet in your fucking your fellow American's head. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Sure, but
there's a lot more steps. Like,
sure, but I mean, it's a slippery slope. I mean, once you started that, it could happen.
I know a lot of people that are either in law enforcement or have been in law enforcement.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that are either in the military or have been in the military.
Mm-hmm.
I would trust the people in the military long before I would trust a cop in these situations.
I mean, a lot of times those cops are... 100%. A lot of those cops are ex-military, though.
Yeah, but they're cops now.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a difference. Sorry, Buster. Go ahead.
Oh, and then the second part was, I definitely 100% do believe if there was a internal conflict in America that somebody is going to attack maybe not immediately, but like it would be within their best interest to attack us.
100%. It's the only time to do it. It is the only time and the absolute best time.
Yeah, but I mean, look, I mean, I think governments have learned over the years it's far better to, gain power by brainwashing the people versus being violent.
100%. And we're talking about breaking out of that brainwash.
Yeah.
We're talking about a situation where we're like, when we the people are like, no, you've been trying to brainwash us for decades, and it fucking worked. And now we realize what you did. Mm-hmm. And so now it's time to answer. We're taking this shit back over. No more media coverage. No more electoral college bullshit.
Yeah.
We the people are going to vote for our president. You're going to count these votes correctly because that's what we pay you to fucking do.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bad situation. Let me chill up before they come for me. They're about to be knocking at my door. They're going to be like...
Well, that is kind of I think that would be the silver lining if Harris won. Is like it would be a step closer to the public waking up and being like, okay, this is bullshit. But it would also come at the cost of a lot of lives lost. Higher taxes, livelihoods ruined. Like those things are going to happen before that happens, and that's scary.